Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing it back old school. We are sitting in my living room, the same way I used to do my old videos years back. And today I want to do an educational video for you all about healthy fat. All right guys, so this is a requested video. I've had a couple people want me to make a video about the importance of the added fat that we need while we're on Optavia in certain circumstances. So today's video is all about that. When we are on our Optavia journey, or we're just starting out and we're looking through that spiral little book that we have and we're talking to our coach, one of the important things that you will find out there is the importance of the healthy fats. Healthy fat is necessary when we eat things that are extremely lean, right? We have lean, leaner, and leanest. Those are the three categories. When we eat foods from the leanest and the leaner categories, we have to have added fat, because when we cut our fat out of our diet to the point where we're not getting enough, a lot of things can happen to our bodies. And those are the things that I wanted to go over today. So I did some homework. I have some notes. So if you see me looking down, I'm just reading off my little thing here just to jar my memory so I know what I want to talk about. Funny how I could not know what I'm wanting to talk about, right? Because you guys know I love to talk. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is fat. It comes in two different types. We have unsaturated and saturated. The unsaturated oils are like olive oil, avocado oil, anything that's liquid at room temperature, right? And then we have the saturated fat, which is like butter, right? Butter and coconut oil, those things are solid at room temperature. And when we look at the two, they're both necessary for good health, and those are some of the things that I wanted to talk to you about. So back like about 20 years ago or so, fat got such a bad rap. It was like you had to eat lowest fat, stay away from fat, fat makes you fat. Well, that's just not true unless you just overindulge and combine that with a lot of carbs, sugar, things that we don't do on Optavia. And one of the main purposes on Optavia of getting in that added fat is to keep your body good. What I mean by that is this. Fat in itself is a major fuel source for your body. It also helps absorb and keep in our body to use the fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K. And if you look at the back of all of our fuelings, or on the boxes that they come with, or you can even look it up online, we have, with all 5 fuelings in a day, if you're on the 5-in-1, you're getting 100% of the recommended daily allowance for your vitamins and minerals. Combined with the healthy fat, your body actually absorbs and keeps that inside for your body to utilize. And what does that mean? It helps provide cell structure. Our cells are made of a membrane and all these different things. And I'm not going to get too scientific there for you, but picture an egg, right? The inside of the egg is like gelatinous, liquidy. The egg white is liquid, and then you have the yolk in the middle. Picture the outer shell of an egg as the cell membrane. Without that cell membrane, all that stuff in the middle is just not going to be useful, right? Unless you cook it, crack it, and use it. That is what good fat does. That's one of the most important things. Another thing that it does is it provides optimum health for nerve and brain and cardiac function. If you have absolutely no fat coming into your body, the nerve conduction is going to be off. Your heart won't thrive the way it should be, and your brain also. Those are some major things. Now, aside from all of that scientific stuff, you know, on Optavia, we are in a calorie deficit. That's just a given. And that's one of the reasons why they tell you not to do heavy exercise on the 5-in-1, because your calories are somewhere between 800, maybe 1200, somewhere in that range, usually between 800 and 1000. And when you are in such a calorie deficit, I don't care who you are, there are times where you're going to be hungry. And that is another important piece as to why we need that healthy fat. Why? Because fat will keep you satiated. It just will. It's filling. It controls and regulates the hunger hormones, the appetite hormone. When you are lacking those good fats, you're going to be hungry. So a lot of times when clients reach out to me, and not even if you're not a client of mine, and they tell me, you know what, I've been hungry. One thing that I always like to see is if they are adding in their healthy fat, and you would not believe how many people don't. They forget about it, or they just don't add it, and they feel like if they're adding fat to their diet, oh my God, I'm not going to have a good weigh-in and all this other stuff. You have to have your healthy fats. It's so important. Another thing is it's just easily forgotten, right? You're looking at your lean and green, and you have your protein, and you have your vegetable, and you have your condiments. Fat, for some reason, for a lot of people, is the one that they forget to add. It's best on Optavia to actually add it to the lean and green. Sometimes people will add it to something else during the day. I honestly don't recommend it. I like it to be a cocktail. That's how I guide my clients. When you sit down to make that lean and green, that's where you should be adding your fat, because it will help absorb some of the vitamins that you're getting nutritionally from the meal. It will keep you fuller longer. Another thing I like to do is recommend you tweak up the lean and green. So maybe have it at lunchtime, add that healthy fat, and it'll keep you full pretty much for the rest of the night. You won't have that hunger if you didn't. Now, we do have 3 categories of proteins: the lean, leaner, and leanest. And when you have the lean category, the company says you don't have to add any extra fat. What's that all about? The reason is because those proteins in that category actually have enough healthy fat in them, so you don't have to add additional. I know this video was kind of short and sweet, but I hope it makes sense. If you have any questions, leave them below. If you're looking for a health coach, reach out to me. I'd love to help you. If you know somebody that could use a health coach or a really good program to lose some weight, reach out to me and I will be happy to help. In the description box, I will leave you my Optavia coach website link and my email address, so feel free to reach out that way. There's Paisley, there's Molly. Petunia and Boo just ran out in the other room, so it's just me sitting here talking to you, the thing I love to do most. Have a wonderful day, and remember, we can do this. Yes, we can, as long as we do it together. Go get yourself some pangotashin tea, and if you don't know what that is, check out that video. It's a couple videos back, but it was a what I eat in a day, and I think on the thumbnail you see me holding a red drink. Go check that out. Pangotashin. See you guys soon.